morning everyone. If you're new around here, my name is Sharon and I'm a trainee clinical psychologist, and in today's video I'm going to be vlogging my study day. So we've got a lot going on. I've got to finish off some bits for my placement because I didn't get around to doing it last week and I really need to get it done like today. I've got stuff to do for my thesis, stuff to do for my small scale research project, and then also stuff to do for my assignment. So I've got 2 assignments on the go at the moment. One is my clinical activity report, which is basically done. I just need to tweak a few bits. And then I've got my personal professional development log thing. I'll talk about all of those assignments in detail as we go through the video, but for now I need to go through my emails, make my to-do list and come up with a plan for today. And while you're here, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel or give this video a like, because I know that 40% of you guys who watch my video don't actually subscribe to my channel, and you guys keep coming back. So if you keep coming back and you keep watching my videos, please subscribe because it really does support my page and I'd really appreciate it. So anyway, with all that being said, let's get into the video. As always, I start my day off with emails and smaller admin tasks that I might have left out from the day before. The reason why I start off with my emails is just because I can get a to-do list going, and if there's any urgent matters that I need to address straight away, then obviously those will go to the top of my to-do list. So this is me just going through my emails, replying to everyone and making a to-do list based off of that. And on this particular day, it was a good thing I did check my emails in the morning because I actually had to amend something in one of my clinical activity reports to match a specific criteria, which I wouldn't have known if I didn't check my email. Today was a bit of a weird day because I did have some placement work to catch up on. So as you can see, I'm swapping over to my work laptop, and then I was working on a neuropsychological assessment report for a dementia assessment. Part of my role in my current placement is to write reports based on the neuropsychological assessments I've done with the individual. This report will then get sent to the multidisciplinary team meeting where they will discuss what my recommendations mean for the person, whether the person has dementia, and if so, what dementia they might have. Oh my gosh, I'm looking a bit frazzled. Having a very glamorous breakfast, brunch we call it, of leftover pizza. Hot. But I've just finished doing my catch-up work for placement, and then I also resubmitted my clinical activity report thing, so you would have seen kind of what that includes briefly on the previous clip. I'm just going to eat this and then I'm going to get started on this new assignment. So this new assignment is basically a reflective log. This one's not that much of like a formal assignment, so this one actually only goes to our personal tutor. Now I do have to say that every course will have different bits of assignments, so some courses have exams and ours doesn't, so bear that in mind. Like, because I'm explaining these kinds of assignments for my course, it might be completely different for other courses. What I always do with assignments is I go through the handbook. So for the course we have this trainee handbook which literally has all of the information for our course in there. Assignments, grading, placements, literally everything. We're told that before we ask any of our tutors anything, we should check the handbook first because it is probably in there. But what I do is I go through the assignment kind of briefing in that. I put down the bullet points, figure out how many words I need to do in X amount of days. So for this assignment I've given myself 6 days to write it because it's only about 2,500 words, which actually isn't too bad, and it's reflective, so it hopefully will be less strenuous than the car, because the car was 5,000 words and was quite technical in some ways. So for the reflective log that I have to do, I basically need to focus on my first year of training, any transferable skills from previous experience, and identify some key development needs for the first year of training. So then I'm meant to refer to my logbook, so basically for every placement we have to complete like a log of all the work that we've done, and then also my supervision log, my CV in regards to like previous experience, and also my kind of competency forms and feedback from the past assignments. So that seems pretty straightforward, to be honest. So I'm gonna kind of plan out how I'm gonna do it. So I'm just setting up, sorry if you can hear the fan in the background, it's like 30 degrees in England right now, it's mad. So if you can hear the fan in the background, I do apologise, but maybe it'll be a bit like ASMR-y for you. So I'm just kind of planning out what I'm going to be reflecting on. So I'm just making notes of like significant events throughout the year, different assignments that I've done, things like supervision obviously helped with my development. And another part of it is that I want to look through my application for the doctorate. So I'll probably be reflecting on my time as an AP in the stroke service and also the memory service, and then also my role as an ABA tutor. And I might even reflect on like my undergrad a little bit and kind of what brought me to clinical psychology. But this assignment isn't very long. I think it's only 1,500 words now, apparently. Apparently there was an error on my part in the way that I wrote down my notes. I think it's 1,500, not 2,500, and that's even less. So I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in, but wish me luck. Right, so on to the next task of the day. I'm done with the reflective log thing for the moment. I'm just like not feeling it basically right now. I don't really feel like reflecting on all of this year. I've made notes, and so I think I've got a good plan, so tomorrow I'll probably start writing the actual thing. But now I'm moving on to my thesis stuff. So currently with my thesis, I've written up a draft ethics form. It's pretty much ready to go ahead. I just need approval from the council because they need to approve something for me, and they are literally taking 3 weeks. So to even just respond to an email. So that's one of the things about like thesis, is that a lot of the time like you're ready to go and you've done the stuff that you need to do, but then you have to wait for someone else to like approve something or reply or like just kind of give you the go ahead, and that waiting around does take a lot of time. I'm thinking I could actually submit my ethics form without this approval from the council, because you know I've already spoken to the day centre that I'm going to be doing with, and they have given like confirmation, but it's just a bit risky because I don't want to do like loads of back and forth with ethics. So I don't know, it's just these decisions. I've got thesis supervision once every month, so it's quite good that I get to see my supervisors quite regularly, but I've pretty much got my whole study design now sorted. I actually spoke with my supervisor from my undergraduate placement year 2 weeks ago, last week, just about the project, because she's like an expert in the field, and it was just like such a throwback, and it's really like full circle to like speak to her again. But she was very helpful. So that's another thing with thesis, you kind of are networking all the time, you're asking people to be a consult on your piece of work. I'm also going to have experts by experience on my kind of consultation panel, I guess. So I'm going to be speaking to someone with Down syndrome and another person with a learning disability to help with the design of my project, which I'm very excited about. But again, all of these things take time, like chasing up people, finding people, making sure that you've got the right kind of consent for these things. There's just like a lot, and then obviously I've also got all of my other assignments to do and placement, so it is full on. But that's why I kind of like take one day at a time and one thing at a time. So I'm not one to kind of do all of my academic assignments at the same time. I know some other people in my cohort will do kind of their clinical activity report alongside their reflective portfolio thing. I personally can't do that, so I did my clinical activity report first, and then I've moved on to my personal and professional development reflective account thing. So yeah, there's always something to do while on the course. So right now I'm just emailing the council to be like, hi guys, can you please reply to my last email? Like, I've literally sent them 3 emails chasing them up, so I'm literally, I don't know what to do. But I am now, well, I'm now flagging. I'm getting quite tired. That's the problem with study days. Like, it is so hard to motivate yourself sometimes to do all these different things, and you're not speaking to anyone. Like, the only people I've spoken to are you guys, literally no one else, and Milo, my dog. But now that I've done kind of the stuff that I can do for the moment with my thesis, I'm now moving on to my small scale research project. What I'm doing for my small scale research project is evaluating the mentoring scheme at our university, specifically for trainee clinical psychologists. So as part of this, I'm doing a qualitative project, so that means I need to have an interview schedule because I'm doing semi-structured interview. So I've already got one. I did a pilot last week and it went okay. I just need to kind of rejig the order so that it makes more sense. And then I'm going to send it to my supervisor and then hopefully have the go-ahead to do the study, because I've got my ethics now all sorted, approved, done, dusted. But I just need to set a date for when I'm going to be doing these interviews and then send out the materials and stuff. Right, everyone, I'm finally done with my study day. It's been a long one. There's been a lot of jumping around and just like switching between different tasks, which is pretty typical for a study day as a trainee, I think. But yeah, if you did like this video, then please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, because it really does mean the world to me, guys. Honestly, this content is free for you guys to watch, and you hitting subscribe really does make a difference to this channel so that more people can get to know what it's like to be a trainee clinical psychologist, and it just makes me happy. So I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, until next time, I will see you later. Bye.